Hey guys, hope you're doing well. This is Jason from Dream Canada, and today I'm going to tell you about the AINP or the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program, which is one of the PNP programs for Canada which have the lowest requirements. There's no age limit for the AINP, and the education required is just a high school 12th grade education. And some of the other important benefits are that you need a very low CRS score of just 300, and you don't need any job offer to apply. Alberta is a wonderful province to migrate to, and along with having a very low cost of living, cities like Calgary and Edmonton have excellent job opportunities, along with having the most beautiful places to visit. The only downside to migrating to Alberta is the harsh winter conditions, but if you can bear with that, then this is the perfect province to migrate to with your family, at least in my personal opinion. Now, the entire PNP application process for Alberta or the AINP was completely paper-based until now. So there were a lot of human errors involved, and it took a lot of time to get an invite because you had to actually wait for your documents to reach the officials in Alberta through registered post, and more often than not this took quite some time. And because of these reasons, along with COVID-19, on October 1st, 2020, that's very recently, the AINP announced a new online portal through the MyAlberta Digital ID website or MADI for the Alberta Opportunity and Express Entry streams. So everything is done online now, and it's much faster and easier and has much less errors compared to the old paper-based application process that was there earlier. No paper-based applications are going to be accepted anymore by the AINP, so make sure that you watch this video right till the end to know exactly how to create your MADI account on the online portal so that you can submit your AINP application online. You don't need to worry, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the AINP process, including how much it will cost you, the documents required, the eligibility criteria, and the exact step-by-step process on how you can apply through the online portal by creating your profile on the MADI website to submit your AINP application online. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly subscribe because I keep uploading videos regularly to help you with your Canadian immigration processes without the need for any immigration consultant or agent or lawyer. So without wasting any more time, let's move on to the AINP process. The Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program or AINP is a PNP or provincial nomination program from the province of Alberta, which invites skilled employees to fill in job shortages in Alberta and even self-employed individuals who can buy a business or start a new business in Alberta. If you're nominated through the AINP, you'll get 600 additional CRS points, which will guarantee your Canada PR. You can even apply together with your spouse or common law partner and your children, and even they'll get their Canada PR along with you, so all of you can migrate to Canada together. The AINP has 3 streams, and they are the Alberta Opportunity Stream, which is for candidates already living and working in Alberta under any work permit or visa. The second stream is the Self-Employed Farmer Stream, which is for experienced farmers who are willing to buy a plot of land in Alberta to start running a farm in the province. And the third stream, which is the most sought after stream, is the Alberta Express Entry Stream, which is for qualified skilled workers with a valid Express Entry profile. I'm going to be explaining this stream in this video as most of you would be applying under this stream, so I'll tell you everything you need to know about it here. Through the Alberta Express Entry Stream, IRCC officials will send notification of interest or NOI letters to eligible candidates through their existing Express Entry profiles. The NOC codes of these invitations will totally depend on labour market needs of Alberta at any given time. International graduates from Canadian post-secondary institutions can also apply for their PR status under this stream. If you receive a provincial nomination or PNP from the province of Alberta through this program, you'll receive a nomination letter from the province of Alberta, which will give you an additional 600 CRS points for your nomination in your existing Express Entry profile. This will guarantee your selection in the very next Express Entry draw, and ultimately your Canada PR for you and your whole family as well. Now let me tell you the requirements or eligibility criteria for the AINP stream. Since this is an Express Entry oriented stream, the normal Express Entry selection points of 67 on 100 will also apply here. You have to have a valid Express Entry profile. Kindly note that you must have at least 3 months left for your existing Express Entry profile, or AINP will not be sending you your invitation. So your Express Entry profile should not be older than 9 months. If your profile is about to expire or has less than 3 months of validity left, then don't worry, you can just delete your existing Express Entry profile and create a new one. You have to state your interest to immigrate to the province of Alberta. I'll show you how to do this while creating your Express Entry profile later in the process steps section. You must have had at least 1 year of work experience in an occupation that supports Alberta's economic development and diversification. You should also have a minimum CRS score of 300, which is the most amazing reason to apply for the AINP. Express Entry draw cutoff scores are very high these days, and if you have a low CRS score, then this program is perfect for you. You'll also need to show your settlement funds or proof of funds, which is the same as Express Entry since this is an Express Entry oriented program. I made a detailed video on the proof of funds amounts that you'll need to show depending on the size of your family and the exact bank letter format that you can use to disclose these funds. I'll add a link to this video in the description box. You'll need a language test report with a minimum score of CLB 7. You can take the IELTS or CELPIP for English and the TCF or TEF for French. You'll need an ECA report of at least your high school education, which is just your 12th grade. So even those who don't have a bachelor's degree can apply for the AINP. I made a detailed video on how you can get your ECA done online from WES, which is the fastest and most used education evaluation service. I'll add a link to this video in the description box as well. Now you may not see all these requirements like ECA and IELTS on the AINP website, but don't get confused, I've added them here because you'll need these documents to create your Express Entry profile anyway. So I've listed them here under the requirements section so you don't get confused later. A few other things that would increase your chances of getting an invitation are: if you have an Alberta job offer or previous work experience in Alberta, if you're a graduate of a Canadian post-secondary institution, or if you have an immediate relative, which means a parent, child, brother or sister living in Alberta who is a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen. Now these points are not mandatory. There are a lot of people who have migrated to Alberta under the AINP without having any job offer or without graduating from Canada or without having any close relations or ties in Alberta. But these will surely boost your chances of getting an early invitation. Now that you know the eligibility, let me tell you how to apply for the AINP. The first step would be to get your ECA report followed by your language test. Next, you should make your Express Entry profile on the IRCC website. Now here's where you have to declare your interest to immigrate to the province of Alberta, which is one of the requirements that I'd mentioned before. So while you're creating your Express Entry profile, you'll come across a question asking you which province you would like to migrate to if you get your Canada PR. Under this question, you'll get options of all the provinces and territories of Canada upon which you have to tick the box next to Alberta. The AINP immigration officials will then pick your profile from the Express Entry pool and send you a notification of interest letter or an NOI in your existing Express Entry profile. You have to then respond to this NOI letter within 2 weeks of receiving it in your Express Entry profile. Now how do you respond to this NOI? You simply have to email a copy of the NOI letter that you received along with your Express Entry profile number and details about any past AINP applications only if you have applied before to this email address, which is lbr.pnpoffice@gov.ab.ca. The AINP officials will then confirm your information after they receive your email. If you're selected to apply, they will send you an email requesting you to submit an official application on their new AINP online application portal. They'll also send you a website link to the new AINP online application portal, which is the MyAlberta Digital ID or MADI, where you have to create your digital ID, upload all your documents, and submit an official application to the AINP for your PNP nomination. Kindly note that it's very important that you use the same email address to create your MyAlberta Digital ID, which you use to email your NOI letter and Express Entry profile number. Creating an MADI account is free and you can use it for accessing Government of Alberta services online. After you create your account, the portal will give you a personalized list of documents that you need to upload based on the information that you've entered before. Make sure that you review this document checklist carefully before uploading any documents. After you upload your documents, you will now receive your file number and you have to pay your AINP application fee at this stage. The application fee here is 500 Canadian dollars, which is still lesser than the application fee for a lot of other provinces. This fee is not refundable and it won't be returned to you even if you don't receive your PNP nomination. After you finish the complete application and pay your fee, you'll then receive a decision of your application on your email from an official government account such as at gov.ab.ca. The Alberta government does not use email accounts from Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, etc. If your AINP application is approved, you'll become a provincial nominee and receive a nomination certificate through your Federal Express Entry profile. The AINP will also email you a nomination certificate so that you can keep the soft copy for your records. If your AINP application is denied, the reason for rejecting your application will also be explained, and you can submit a request for reconsideration if you feel that an error or a mistake was made in assessing your file. Your Alberta PNP nomination will now give you an additional 600 CRS points, and you'll get an ITA in the very next Express Entry draw because of your high CRS score. Alright guys, that was all the information on the AINP process and how you can apply through the MADI portal. As always, if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. I respond to all immigration queries. Do like this video if you like the content and subscribe to stay updated with the latest Canadian immigration processes. I wish you guys the best of luck for your application and hope you have a great day.